Imagine you're standing in what's now Texas, around 70 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period. The sun beats down on an expansive landscape filled with diverse flora and fauna. Suddenly, a massive shadow engulfs you as Quetzalcoatlus soars overhead, its wingspan stretching up to 10 meters, casting a breathtaking silhouette against the sky. This is Quetzalcoatlus. It wasn't just big, it was a nightmare. You need to hear this. The wingspan of Quetzalcoatlus was larger than any airplane flying today except for jumbo jets, rivaling even large commercial planes like the Boeing 737. That's right, it had a wingspan of over 10 meters and could soar through the skies with its impressively elongated beak. Here's the deal. Quetzalcoatlus wasn't just a giant with massive wings. It also sported an incredibly long neck and a snake-like head. Its skull measured over 6 feet in length, yet remarkably, no one knows what kind of teeth it had. Some theories suggest it might have been toothless. Even without teeth, imagine the power behind that beak snapping. And let me tell you, Quetzalcoatlus wasn't soaring over Texas just to look impressive. It was a formidable hunter and scavenger, circling prehistoric landscapes with keen eyesight, much like modern vultures but on a massive scale. But here's the thing, it wasn't just enormous. It was built for strength and power, enabling it to dominate its ecosystem with unparalleled efficiency. Quetzalcoatlus had hollow yet robust bones, with extensive areas for muscle attachment. Despite its massive size, it could launch itself into the air from the ground without assistance or even a headwind, much like a powerful bird taking flight vertically. This capability showcased its remarkable adaptations for powered flight, enabling it to soar effortlessly through the skies of late Cretaceous North America. But here's where it gets scary. Quetzalcoatlus didn't just fly, it walked too. Its legs were incredibly strong and robust, allowing it to stand on 2 feet and reach heights that would tower over humans. While its primary habitat was in the skies, it could effectively move around on the ground, using its powerful claws for stability as it roamed the Cretaceous landscapes of North America. Now here's a fact that'll make your hair curl. Quetzalcoatlus wasn't alone in its skies. There were other pterosaurs around, some nearly as large, others smaller but still massive. Imagine a scene where these creatures are swooping and diving over ancient coastal lagoons, fishing for prey in the same waters, truly terrifying yet awe-inspiring. But what's really mind-blowing is that we're not sure how Quetzalcoatlus fed. Some theories suggest it was an aerial predator, snatching fish from rivers or coastal waters like a modern-day eagle. Others propose it walked around scavenging carcasses like a giant vulture. But one thing is certain, you wouldn't want to be on its radar. And then, get this, scientists discovered something incredible about Quetzalcoatlus. It may have used its enormous wings for soaring over long distances rather than diving into the water. Imagine those massive wings unfolding as it glided effortlessly across ancient landscapes in search of food and suitable nesting grounds. Can you picture that? But here's where things get tricky. There's no complete Quetzalcoatlus skeleton. We have fragments and partial remains, but trying to reconstruct the full anatomy of this giant pterosaur is like piecing together a massive puzzle with missing pieces. A daunting challenge indeed. And this is where it gets even more awe-inspiring. Imagine the sounds. Picture those massive wings slicing through the air, the powerful snap of its beak, and the thunderous beats echoing as it soared overhead. It must have been an incredible spectacle, like something out of a dream in real life. Now here's something that'll change how you see Quetzalcoatlus forever. It didn't just exist for a brief period. This giant pterosaur reigned as the supreme aerial predator in its world for millions of years, adapting and evolving to dominate the skies above North America during the late Cretaceous, around 70 to 68 million years ago. Imagine these colossal creatures soaring overhead, their wingspans stretching up to 10 meters, ruling the prehistoric skies. And let's be honest, we'll never fully know what it was like to stand under one of Quetzalcoatlus's massive wingspans as it soared overhead. We can only imagine and marvel at this enormous creature, a true wonder of the Cretaceous skies. But here's a gut punch for you. Quetzalcoatlus isn't just a prehistoric creature, it's an ancient horror story waiting to be told. Think about that the next time you're walking through a desert landscape and see something that makes your heart skip a beat. That might have been where one of these giants once soared. Quetzalcoatlus was not a dinosaur but a massive pterosaur, with a wingspan up to 10 meters that ruled the skies over what is now Texas during the late Cretaceous period. 72-66 million years ago. What? And here's the part that breaks me. If Quetzalcoatlus could talk, what would it say? Imagine its perspective. A creature built for soaring and survival, dominating its skies with unmatched grace and power. Can you picture that? But let me tell you this. No matter how much we learn, there will always be something mysterious about Quetzalcoatlus. This giant pterosaur soared above the Cretaceous landscapes of North America. Its massive wingspan and uncertain flight capabilities continuing to captivate our imagination. And here's one last fact to wrap your head around. Quetzalcoatlus used its massive wings not just for flight, but also in impressive displays and possibly as tools of defense or hunting. Imagine the wings functioning like both shields and spears, slicing through the air with a precision that makes modern birds look primitive by comparison. Now here's what it comes down to. Quetzalcoatlus wasn't just a dinosaur. It was a massive pterosaur, an ancient nightmare waiting to be discovered. And every time we find new fossils, it feels like the sky is about to darken again with its enormous shadow. What we know about Quetzalcoatlus is truly remarkable and continues to captivate us, even with ongoing research filling in the details of this giant pterosaur's life and habits. And here's one last thing to think about. If you were alive when Quetzalcoatlus ruled the skies during the late Cretaceous period, would you be in awe? Of course you would. This massive pterosaur had a wingspan rivaling that of a small airplane, and its presence alone would have been an incredible sight to behold. But let me leave you with this. Quetzalcoatlus wasn't just a giant pterosaur. It was one of the largest flying animals ever to exist, with a wingspan rivaling that of a small plane. And that thought alone is enough to make your blood run cold. Imagine standing beneath a vast open sky and looking up. Now imagine seeing not just one Quetzalcoatlus, but several soaring overhead at once. It's like having an entire squadron of giant birds zooming by in the sky above you. Only these are living creatures with wingspans rivaling small airplanes, stretching over 10 meters across. And here's another jaw-dropper. Scientists used to think that pterosaurs couldn't fly until they were fully grown, but recent studies suggest Quetzalcoatlus might have been an exception. Juveniles may have developed flight earlier in life, using their proportionally large wings relative to body size, potentially catching the wind and lifting off at a smaller stage of development. Can you picture a juvenile Quetzalcoatlus stretching out those enormous wings for the first time? That's one of the most mind-bending ideas out there. Now let's talk about its neck. The long neck of Quetzalcoatlus wasn't just for show. It was muscular and likely aided in reaching food sources while standing, possibly allowing it to grab fish or small animals with agility. While it could use its beak effectively to catch prey, there's no evidence suggesting it speared from the water without landing. Here's what nobody tells you. Some scientists think Quetzalcoatlus might have spent more time on the ground than previously thought. Its strong legs and powerful claws were capable of supporting its massive body, and these features would leave deep prints in soft soil as it moved about. Picture it walking along a riverbank, scanning for fish or small animals in the water. It's not just flying around. It likely hunted both on land and in shallow waters. And get this, Quetzalcoatlus wasn't alone in the sky. Imagine an entire ecosystem of pterosaurs, circling above ancient forests and coastlines. There would be moments when you'd look up to see a dozen gliding by, their shadows stretching across the landscape like some prehistoric vision. While Quetzalcoatlus ruled the skies over what is now North America during the late Cretaceous period around 72 million years ago, it shared its domain with other impressive pterosaur species such as Pteranodon and Nyctosaurus, creating a dynamic aerial world of giants. But here's where it gets really insane. Quetzalcoatlus didn't just fly over the land. It was perfectly adapted for versatility, soaring through the skies in search of prey like small terrestrial animals. With its massive wingspan and powerful muscles, it could glide effortlessly to spot and capture prey from great heights. It was built for dominating both sky and land, making it one of the most impressive creatures of its time. And here's something that will make your head spin. If Quetzalcoatlus could cover such vast distances with ease, imagine the migrations these animals might have made across North America during the late Cretaceous period. They would travel from coast to inland forests, following food sources across continents. That's a level of endurance and adaptability that boggles the mind. Quetzalcoatlus wasn't just huge, it was superbly adapted for its environment. With efficient wings, it could glide for hours with minimal energy expenditure. Its massive feet provided exceptional stability in strong winds and during takeoff and landing, making Quetzalcoatlus the ultimate flying machine of its time. But let me leave you with this final thought. Quetzalcoatlus wasn't just an ancient creature, it was a window into an era when giants ruled the skies. Imagine standing under one of its wingspans, feeling dwarfed by something that could have soared overhead millions of years ago. It's more than just a fossil. It's a reminder of how much our world has changed and how awe-inspiring prehistoric times truly were. Imagine if Quetzalcoatlus decided to land right beside you. Its wingspan alone would be longer than a city bus, stretching over 36 feet from tip to tip. And that's not even counting its massive body and long neck, which made it look like an otherworldly creature straight out of a prehistoric nightmare. The thing is, this wasn't just some rare occurrence. Quetzalcoatlus was indeed common in its time, soaring over what is now Texas around 70 million years ago. And here's the kicker. They were active hunters rather than mere scavengers as often assumed. Those sharp teeth and hooked beak were perfectly designed for tearing into flesh, making them apex predators of their skies. And let me tell you something truly mind-blowing. Quetzalcoatlus had an exceptionally keen sense of smell that would have been highly effective in detecting carrion from great distances. While we can't confirm the precision with which it hunted, its ability to soar using thermal currents for extended periods is well supported. Like modern birds, Quetzalcoatlus mastered the technique of riding warm air pockets to stay aloft for hours on end, covering vast areas in search of food or favorable conditions. So next time you look up at the sky, imagine a world where Quetzalcoatlus, the largest flying creature ever known, dominated the heavens. This giant pterosaur challenged our understanding of what's possible in nature, with its immense wingspan and ability to soar over ancient landscapes. What we know about Quetzalcoatlus reveals just how diverse and incredible prehistoric life could be.